Hello everyone and welcome back once again to part 2B of episode number 6. As I mentioned, this is the second part of part 2. In this particular part, I would be covering the remaining places that we travelled on day number 27, which are the Nameshwara temple at Pillalamariri and UndrugondaLaxmiNarasimha temple. Our third destination on day 27 was the Nameshwara temple at Pillalamariri. Also known as Parvati Mahadeva Nameshwara temple, this is a Shaivite Hindu temple located in Pillalamariri village of Suryapet district. It is a double temple with Nameshwara temple Alayam aligned in parallel to it on the immediate south. The Nameshwara temple was constructed on the banks of the Musi river in 1202 CE by Namireddy of the Rechalra family, who ruled this region and served as the feudatories of Kakatiyas. Double temples of Nameshwara temple is one among the 4 prominent and intricately carved stone and granite temples located in Pillalamariri village. The other 3 are about 250 meters east of Irakeshwara temple. These include the 2 other temples, Irakeshwara temple and the 4th being the Chennakesava temple Vishnu in ruins that is a few hundred feet southwest of the double temples. They are all from 12th to early 13th century period. Architecturally, the temple is on a square plan with 4 entrances and associated Ardha Mandapas. The main mandapa has a granite Nandi intricately carved and decorated with jewelry. The pillars are simpler and are not as carved as the other temples in this village. The spire is missing with signs of being pulled down, yet the architecture of the temple as it remains is remarkable. The contemporary Vimana of the temple is modern in a style closer to Nagara architecture. According to photographs of this temple taken in 1926, the original Vimana had been lost and broken portions were on the top of the sanctum. The first temple consists of a porch leading to the entrance which is facing east, and there is a hall behind it, sort of Ardha Mandapa. This is followed by Antarala and Garbhagudi sanctum in the western direction. The mandapa has a space and pitha for a large Nandi, but it is missing. The nearby temple has a finely carved granite Nandi. The walls of the temple contains frescoes. One of the paintings depicts Samudra Manthan with Devas and Asuras on the opposite sides, holding the serpent Vasuki as a string wound round Mount Mandara, which acts as the churning rod. The second temple is more flatter in appearance and without even a shikhara above the sanctum. Probably it was destroyed and never restored, but the pillars and walls are still covered with extensive sculptures. This and other temples in Pillalamariri were badly damaged after 14th century during the wars between Hindu kingdoms and Islamic sultanates. This temple's stone statues such as Ganesha and other show significant violence and defacement, chopped faces or nose, chopped limbs, and in some cases beheading. The temple premises retain ruins, and local population was put back broken statues of Ganesha and other deities into the temple for active worship. This and other temples are under review and conservation efforts by the Telangana government. They have numbers stamped on them, a part of preservation and restoration efforts. Our last destination of the day, UndrugondaLaxmiNarasimha Temple. Undrugonda is known as Devathara Konda, God's Hill, is situated in Vallabhapuram village of Shivamla Mandal, Nalgonda district. It is located 12 kilometers from the town of Suryapet and 3 kilometers from the National Highway 65. It is an ancient Giridurgam hill forte constructed initially by Vishnu Kundinulu in 5th century AD and later developed by various dynasties up to now. It is a magnificent archaeological and spiritual pilgrimage center hosting different temples, of which Sri UndrugondaLaxmiNarasimha Swami is best worshipped and adored by local public. Many fortifications, hillocks, valleys, lakes and greenery of the forest also makes a beautiful eco-tourist destination. The whole hillock appears like Shayana Narasimha Swami, Sleeping Narasimha Swami. Local philanthropic organizations have been trying to revive the name and fame of Undrugonda since 2002. One, Sri Lakshmi Narasimha Swami Temple is unique with its depiction of Gajendra Moksham in Bhagavatam. The Koneru, or the pond in front of the temple, contains the rock structure of a large crocodile with its hacked neck, believed to be done by Lord Vishnu with his Sudarshanam when protecting Gajendra, who ultimately attained moksha. We can also see Lord Vishnu in Kurma Avatara giving assurance to the remaining crocodiles who prayed. Sharanu Vedinai. Shankham and Chakram appeared separately, and Lord Vishnu's idol is alone with Sri Lakshmi coming later. We have to see and feel the Gajendra Moksha Drishyam personally, and no words can explain this sight. Lakshmi Narasimha Swami Swayambhu idol is considered to be existing since 6000 years back by the archaeologists. Since then, tribals used to worship the idol, and Rechera Padmana Yakulu developed the temple in the 9th and 10th centuries. Other temples, 5 Vaishnava temples and 7 Shaiva temples are built and developed by different kings from Ikshvakulu to Kakatiyas. Ramaswamy Devatha temple, ruined by local vagabonds for treasure, and a large Shiva temple on the hilltop with 24 pillars with sculptural beauty have to be protected. Now 18 Hanuman Vigraham and 16 Kalab Bhairava Vigraham on all sides of the hill fort, considered to be protecting the kingdom, still exists. Different existing small remains of structures here and there on the way of the temple validates the work and presence of different dynasties and kings as mentioned above. The visit to the temple inside the caves gives an amazing experience, providing a feel of a place ideal for dhyana, meditation and yoga. Then surroundings of the hill in the forest along with the lovely pond in front of the temple provides a spiritual feeling where one can spend an entire day with peace and calmness. Adi Seshu, Naga Devata, Ganga Devata, Surya Bhagwan temple, Vinayaka Vigraham and different Grama Devata temples exist there. Many medicinal plants grown by different kings, medicinal Ayurvedic preparatory centers are developed at Mandula Kutilu. District authorities surveying for medicinal plants identified 28 different plants, 28 types of medicinal herbs for diabetes, cardiac diseases and natural mosquito repellents. Plenty of places of meditation or ancient saints, Vishula Guhalu, exist there. With all these spiritual and meditation points, Undrugonda is a magnificent spiritual center. Giri Pradikshana, like in Arunachalam, can be arranged here with idol, temple, sculpture at every stage of Pradakshina. Many Hindu organizations such as Hindu Devalaya Pratisthana Pritham, headed by Pujya Sri Kamalananda Bharati Swami, established their meditation centers at Undrugonda. Muslim kings also constructed a dargah at Undrugonda, which has to be further developed. Recently, Christian associations have also tried to develop a Christian religious center at Undrugonda. All these facts make Undrugonda a symbol of religious harmony. All the 8 hills with valleys, hilltops, water lakes, fortifications and temples make Undrugonda a scenic, archaeological and spiritual center. People from different walks of life are visiting Undrugonda for relaxation. Well friends, that brings me to the end of part 2. I hope you enjoyed this part also. Please keep watching the remaining parts of episode number 6. Do take care of yourself, and bye for now.